behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Got a great interview coming up in just a moment, but before we begin, don't forget about hitting the subscribe button and the bell, because you'll always be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section if you like. We'd love to hear from you there. And feel free to check out the description, because we're going to have contact info there. And the same contact info is at the closing credits at the end of this episode, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Smyrna, Georgia, we have Bam Bam today. A very awesome artist, obviously. And I know you're going to love it. And we'll get back to that in just a second. But first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
The Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix is a 2-hour show playing independent and mainstream country music you know and love. Be sure to check it out at thecadengordonshow.com for more information on the show.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Smyrna, Georgia, we have Bam Bam with us today. Thanks for joining us, Bam Bam.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, doing pretty good. Glad you could make it here today. Everybody has their own story on how they started in music. What's yours? I mean, have you always wanted to be an artist since you were a kid? Maybe came much later. Tell everybody how you got started.
I got started in the music business when I was young, around 15, 16. I started out as a professional dancer, and then I had moved up to choreographer. And being a choreographer, I had always been musically inclined because my mother and my father were in the music business. So I went from dancing, the best thing in my career, I got hurt. So that forced me to have to pivot and go into another talent that I had, which was singing. So being on music videos and tours and things like that for different artists, I've got a chance to see the world. I got a chance to, experience different cultures, different places, different atmospheres, different time zones. And I kind of moved up, and I kind of always been multifaceted in what I was doing in this business, because I had moved up to, choreographer as well as actor and now director. So it's like every part of the entertainment business I do. So I got started kind of young, but I got started as a dancer, and I just had to move up. And especially being a dancer, getting injured, it's crazy. You have to always have a plan B. And that plan B made me want to pivot to do other things. So I tell people my injury was the best thing that happened in my career.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're that you can do many professions, like you said, an actor, dancer, singer, and everything. So I'm really glad that you're doing that. I hope you got many more years ahead of you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Who were the influences that you grew up listening to? I'm sure some of the legends come to mind, but go ahead and give us some of those.
I came up in the late 90s, so I had the real hardcore influences like the Wu-Tang Clans, the Method Man and Redmans, the Das Effects, the Busta Rhymes. I like R&B music as well, but when I came up in the grimy era of hip hop, M.O.P., Mobb Deep, those kind of eras where people weren't dancing. It wasn't a lot of R&B songs that we can pop to in the clubs. It was very, very grimy and a scary time. So Busta Rhymes is my favorite artist. So those are just some of my influences that I had to, go back and forth with. But yeah, Wu-Tang Clan, Busta Rhymes, Biggie, of course, New York all day. Yeah, just to name a few.
Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan and Busta Rhymes, and you even mentioned Biggie. Those are really awesome artists.
Yes.
I can see where you get your sound at too. Well, anybody after watching this music video we're going to watch in a minute, they may want to go and get your stuff on streaming and maybe social media, and maybe even if you have an official website. But anyway, tell everybody where we can find you at.
Well, you can find me on all social media platforms. I'm on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music, iTunes under Amin Ra Valentine. Amin Ra is the first name, Valentine is the last name, because like Bam Bam, Amin Ra is a famous name. So there might be a few artists named Amin Ra, so you have to put my whole name, Amin Ra Valentine. And then you get a chance to get up to my music and things like that. Social media, you can find me all the same place at BAM to Amin Ra, because I'm going from BAM to Amin Ra. BAM, the number 2, AMENRA. And then also website, you can find me at aminraofficial.com, which has videos, music. It has stage shows. It has, photo shoots, everything you can see on there.
Okay, well, go to your favorite streaming and social media site. You can check out his web address he just gave you, and I know that he would fall in love with you with that. So, and
Yes, yes.
and this video, as I just mentioned a minute ago, it's gonna be called "Remember Me," if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir, it is.
And well, why don't you tell us a little bit about that song? I'm sure it's self-explanatory, but tell us in your own words about this song.
Well, Remember Me is because I transitioned from a lot of different, facets of the music business, and how everybody in the business tries to leave their mark. And me doing what I'm doing, I actually directed this music video as well. So I had to make sure you remember me, no matter who you know or who you've seen before that, but you're going to remember me.
Yeah,
Kind of self-explanatory. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it's a really great song too, and I think
Oh, thank you so much.
you're welcome, and I'm sure you all will agree with me. Check that out in a second. But
Mhm.
before we get into that song, though, I just want to thank you, Bam Bam, for being on the show today. If you ever want to come back on the show sometime, let me know. Maybe we'll have you on to plug something new.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is,
Mhm.
Remember Me by Bam Bam, and it begins right now.
Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, yeah. Whoa, yeah. I be wishing I can call and you be ready for it. No permission, none at all to be as bad as you are. Tell that nigga take a picture, it'll last long. I'm just trying to leave here with you for the last song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just had to pull up in the Mac Black shorty ass fat, he ain't never getting that back. Yeah, started on her feet with the tap tap, now she on her knees in the trap giving cat stacks. Yeah, pulled up, top off. I don't want show you take a top off. Ass real but the tits knock out. Shit popped off and she got dropped off. Yeah, shoes on, socks off. Penthouse, top floor, bend down, drop low, bend down, drop low. You don't know what to do with her, you can just give her to me. Yeah, ain't like them niggas you need. Nah, girl, you gon' remember me. You keep that same energy, bring it to a memory. Girl, you gon' remember me. Girl, you gon' remember me. All weekend, kick it for the weekend. Tell your friends, let's be friends. Girl, you gonna remember me. Freaking, going off the deep end. Ain't no need to pretend. Girl, you gonna remember me. Now she chillin' with her knees up. Ask about a man, she get amnesia. She said she don't fucking need ya. Same way I feel about a feature. We out the country on a visa. She wear red bottoms, no sneakers.
Over here, I got my boy over there puffing a blunt. I'm in the studio acting like I'm about to sing. This is crazy, dude. Messing with you, I'm gonna be over budget, I'm gonna be broke. Shut up.
Do it in a way, yeah. Pulled up, top off. I don't want show you took a top off. Ass real but the tits knock out. Shit popped off and she got dropped off. Yeah, shoes on, socks off. Penthouse, top floor, bend down, drop down, bend down, drop low. You don't know what to do with her. You can just give her to me. Ain't like them niggas you need. Nah, girl, you gon' remember me. You keep that same energy, bring it to a memory. Girl, you gon' remember me. Girl, you gon' remember me. All weekend, kick it for the weekend. Tell your friends, let's be friends. Girl, you gonna remember me. Freaking, going off the deep end. Ain't no need to pretend. Girl, you gonna remember me. I just need you on top, top, top. Roll around, showing off, love. Looking back in your thoughts, girl, you gon' remember me. You don't know what to do with her, you can just give her to me. Yeah, ain't like them niggas you meet. Nah, girl, you gon' remember me. You keep that same energy, turn it to a memory. Girl, you gon' remember me. Girl, you gon' remember me. All weekend, kick it for the weekend. Let's be friends, girl, you gonna remember me. Freaking, going off the deep end.